Going on to all of my Aquarius. So you have the Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, King of Wands, the Death card, the Two of Swords, Ace of Swords, okay, Ace of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and last but not least, you have the Three of Wands. Okay. So the nine of swords, okay, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. Some of you Aquarius may be thinking about, why is it that some of you have issues when it comes to matters of the heart? That's easy. The reason why is because most people, they're not really ready to evolve, right? So you're having troubles when it comes to matters of love. Aquarius have problems. Capricorn, Scorpio, Virgo, and Aries, like I was talking about. But Aquarius can still get somebody, though. You know what I'm saying? But those other four that I named, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, and Aries, it's not going to work, because most likely it's not going to work. So to put it bluntly, the reason why it is that things don't really work for you is because, as far as when it comes to the quality of the people that you're meeting, is because most people are not necessarily really up to speed. Like, so many people get so offended when I say stuff like this, but it really is true. I mean, don't look. Most people are emotional. Most people, when you say something, especially when it's real, they get offended. As I said this before, do you know how many people you Aquarius, probably have mad at you with no real justification whatsoever? Just whole groups of people that are upset because of the fact that you done said some stuff that was true. You didn't even say it as a means of trying to disrespect anybody. You actually said it in a sense of love, for you to actually have these people see the error of their own ways, so that they're not just running around here blind to their own dysfunctions. And yet these people are so delusional. They're upset at you because you don't want them to get taken advantage of at some point. Because you have to take into consideration, Aquarius, and this is very important. You have to take into consideration, Aquarius, that people who are that far gone, they get taken advantage of all the time. They're just not really aware of it. And that level of awareness that you wish that partners would have, like I said before, like there's 4 zodiac signs that are not animals, which is Aquarius, Libra, Virgo, and Gemini. And the reason why is because ultimately because I'm a Virgo, but it's our responsibility to raise the other animals up, to get them to understand, as well as keep ourselves in check, to get them to ultimately understand that they need to learn to get out of their own ego and see things for what they are, instead of skewing it to their own personal issues. Because the Ten of Cups, part of the reason why people get so upset at you, Aquarius, is because they're making up a story about you in their head that may have happened to somebody else, or may not have necessarily happened to anyone they know, but they get upset over this, and they take this out here, and they treat people like trash. So now when it comes to you, Aquarius, you, Aquarius, want somebody that's so to speak, upgraded, on point, aware, right? Has awareness and moves like that. And the thing is that the King of Wands and the Death card represents, unfortunately, so far, not a lot of you, some of you Aquarius do find that, but not a lot of you really do. And the reason why is because, like I said, most people are not really aware. So what will happen is that people, you will be trying to save people from themselves, and people will end up disliking you because of it, right? So you gotta, so the Two of Swords, so you have to learn to stop trying to save people and look for people in particular who are already aware before you got there. So by the time you meet these people, you're going to see that these people are pretty much aware. And again, some people are not going to like this video, but I'm being very serious. Most people are living in a delusional world because just watch, Aquarius. Try this out. Try saying something natural that comes to you, but it ends up being smart. Watch it how it is that you have to explain this type of stuff to people a million times. It's because they're completely unaware. And they're not even willing to even learn. Because when you say it to them, I mean, at least what makes you different from other people would be the idea that you, even if you don't have the knowledge, you would want to learn. Most people don't even have the capacity, the ability, their cup. Most people don't even have their cup open, their mind open enough for them to actually be a learned person, for them to actually experience a learning process, to live that, to have some. Most people just want to prejudge. They don't even know what it is that they're talking about. And then when it comes to your love life, this is what it is that gets impacted. This is why when it comes to having friends, sometimes friends for you is difficult. That's why when it comes to having loved ones, romantic loved ones, that's difficult for you. Because the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups represents because you're coming into this situation with a mind on you and with your, your talent, your creativity. But the Ace of Cups is that other people are not able to see eye to eye. Look at how the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups, the animals on this are both facing opposite ways. You're facing this way, they're facing a completely, or I should say the opposite direction. Why? Because you understand that you want to find a significant other, but at the same time, it's a Janus principle to it, where it's a dualistic principle where the irony of it is a lot of you Aquarius are bright, but most people that you happen to encounter are not going to be. So the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Wands represent, so you have to start getting to know other people who have the awareness, okay? Like if they don't have the capacity to have an open mind to want to learn, there's no reason for you to stay with them, because being smart is a prerequisite for Virgo. It's a prerequisite for Aquarius. Like it's a prerequisite for Gemini. You're not going to be able to get away being dumb with those zodiac signs. And the other zodiac signs, they will end up taking advantage of you. Like Scorpio will let you slide if you're dumb, but Scorpio will just take advantage. Because if you're not aware, Scorpio will look at that like, okay, that's one more person that will do whatever it is that I want. Same thing with Aries, same thing with the other ones that I didn't name. If you're not a Gemini, an Aquarius, or Virgo, those other zodiac signs, they don't care how smart the person is. And they will use that person because of it. If, of course, if it's in their heart. But the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Wands represent, so again, you Aquarius really need to start understanding that you are different in a world. I can't say this enough, yo, because I have Aquarius in my chart too, in my 11th house from Saturn. So, and not only that too, but when I now think of it, I've been doing some studying on the zodiac signs, and Saturn rules over Aquarius, and Aquarius is the left pillar of severity. So even though you're an Aquarius, right, there is no Uranus on the Kabbalistic tree. Uranus is, technically there is. Uranus is named Doth, right? Doth on the Kabbalistic tree, which is the missing Sephra. So it represents the doorway towards surrealism, i.e., metaphysics, i.e., what we leaving behind what we call reason to now get to a point of beyond mere logical thinking to a world of spirituality and cosmic awareness. I don't want to get too deep on y'all because I am an occultist. I don't want to get, and I'm a magician and all that type of stuff. I don't want to get too deep on y'all. But the point is that you, Aquarius, representing Saturn, which is on the left pillar of severity. Saturn is on the top of the left-hand pillar, and then up underneath that is Mars, and then up underneath that is Mercury. Saturn represents understanding. So you, Aquarius, have that level of understanding to you, where a lot of y'all are just born smart. But again, a lot of y'all are living in a world where most people are not that. So you're living in the future. You represent the future. You're living in the future. But you got to understand that most people are very much so living in the past. Most people are plagued by past things that they will not learn to let go of. They don't want to let it go. Even though they don't say that they don't want it around, they don't want to let it go. Because when they let it go, how will they define themselves afterwards now? And the situation for you is that for you, Aquarius, keep trying to get to know other people. But at the same time, you have to understand that you're living in a world where you may have a certain level of awareness to you, yo, but it does not mean that other people have this same level of awareness. You understand what I'm saying? So, because I'm a Virgo, and you know, being on that same pillar with you, which is the pillar of severity, the left-hand pillar, right? I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But the point that I'm trying to make here is you were meant to be disappointed a little bit. And I know some of y'all are not going to want to hear this, but you were meant to be disappointed to a certain extent with the people who are lame. You're really looking for that one person that tickles your fancy, but that's going to be rare. And this is why a lot of times people don't understand Aquarius. It's not about the Aquarius's body. Yeah, of course, it is to a certain extent, but it's more so about finding out who the Aquarius is in layers. It's not just only their body, right? And you see how it is that so many people, let's clarify the Ace of Cups. You see how it is that so many people are caught up with the matrix of only bodies. You know, the cuter you are is, you know, how much I'll spend on you, and intimacy, paid for intimacy and all this stuff. You Aquarius, for the most part, are trying to stay above, the ones that are evolved, trying to stay above all of that, because you understand that it's just another programming, So the Ace of Cups, to clarify the Ace of Cups, you have the Wheel of Fortune, right? Six of Wands, the Judgment, right? The Two of Cups, right? Exactly. These people, the Ace of Cups represents in this reading how these people are very much so caught up with the day-to-day, the rat race. The Wheel of Fortune, right, represents that rat race, the rat race of the mind, finances, the rat race of life. When I talk about the Wheel of Fortune and breaking the Wheel of Fortune in particular, breaking the Wheel of Fortune in specific, it represents getting out of somebody else's paradigm, but also understanding that you're in a rat race. This person or these people, right? Most people are too caught up in the rat race of it all. So what do, right? The Six of Wands, the Judgment, the Two of Cups. And they're not really, again, this is just more confirmation. They're not really willing to listen to anything that you have to say. So what is the remedy to this? The remedy is exactly what it is that I just said. You need to be able to keep dating people, but check to see or be aware enough within your own selves to understand or observe if those people have awareness already in them, because you don't have the time in the world to constantly be out here where you're trying to check to see if everybody has awareness. It'll take too long. You won't even be here anymore before you find the person if you do it that way. So to speed up the process is really just check to see what's going on with others, you know what I mean? And to see if they have any kind of higher form of intelligence or knowledge in the first place. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I want to say too, if you found value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. There's a link in the comment section called the link tree. Click on it. It'll redirect you to a website in which has my social media outlets and ways you can support me, which is my Instagram page. You can follow me there. The books that I have that are on Amazon, I am an author. My clothing store, right, from shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, as well as the private tarot readings that I also provide. If you click on private tarot reading, it'll redirect you to my own website, in which it has how much I'm charging for the time to do private tarot readings, as well as birth chart readings. Those are my two most popular. I do other things on it as well. But it also gives you a description of what it is that you can expect. You don't necessarily have to do it over the phone. We can text. I can give you your tarot reading through Instagram, WhatsApp if you live, if you don't necessarily live in the United States. I can definitely contact you through WhatsApp. But also it has the ways in which you can pay for it. Buy now button, as well as my Cashapp cash tag. The buy now button will lead you to the PayPal. Fill out the information and I'll get the cash. Also too, if you need any kind of help with that, then you can contact me at Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com. Thank you so much. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. As of right now, I have 5,450 subscribers. Y'all are amazing. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos.